Hello everyone, Ron here from RJJ's Reactions, and I am back with Chonny Jash, and the song is called Light. Um, and full confession here, I started listening to the song, got maybe a quarter of the way through, was not understanding very much of what he was saying at all, and thought, maybe I better look at the lyrics first. So we'll look at the lyrics first instead of afterwards, and then try to listen to the song. Sometimes I can pick up the lyrics once I've seen them, but it was really difficult. And I've had that a few times with Chani, not always. I prefer the songs where I can actually hear his voice more clearly. First of all, I like his voice. Um, and secondly, I like to be able to hear what I'm listening to. So, however, let's have a look at the lyrics here. Light by Chonny Jash. I tried to leave the light on, but the bright sun eclipsed its feeble beams, and sitting in the sight of that which blinds tore me at the seams, harsh palpitations that tunneled my view, eyesight grew warped, distorted, and skewed. Okay, so the light maybe on the inside as well as what he's talking about. The bright sun can really, yes, it can eclipse everything. And it's nice to see the sunshine, and you hate to complain because you don't want it raining or snowing all the time. But then sometimes the sun is so bright I'm literally blinded by it. So I have complained about sunshine sometimes. Put sunglasses on and I feel blind as well. I had one good pair of sunglasses many, many years ago, probably about, I don't know, 40 years ago. And I was going through an airport, went to wash my hands, left my sunglasses on the sink. I was on the plane by the time I realized it. I never got them back. And I've never had a decent pair of sunglasses since. So that's a literal, but here I think he's talking also about internal. An accidental item. Hear the light hum by the lonely sun, sun spelt S-O-N there. Striving to be right, I find this sordid fight against the other one cold. Sure I am, but I can't help but be. Transmute the pain to kinetic energy. Um, Not sure. Striving to be right, I find this sordid fight against the other one. The other part of you, the other one within you, maybe. Cold. Sure I am, but I can't help but be. Transmute the pain to kinetic energy. Do something about it. I don't know. Tonight you've survived out of pity and spite. All night you have vied for your place in the light, but I won't be split in two. Okay, so that sounds a little bit more like what I was saying up above against the other one. Won't be him or you. We will be combined, whether that be dead or alive. Let's blur these lines. Okay, so could be talking about suicide here as well. Languish in the numbers, falling under, drowning in the code. The questions we have pondered, time we've squandered. Don't you feel we're owed? Please help decipher this life that we lead. For each step that we take, the answer takes three. Excuse me. Don't you feel we're owed? No, I don't think you're owed anything. Um, yeah, it is what it is. Humility is a virtue, pride a sin, or so it has been said. Yeah, or so it has been said is the strongest point there. But every time I've hurt you, or at least tried to, you've laughed and smiled instead, kicked, scorned, and damned by the forces that be. Not ever once did you fall on your knees. Okay, so you can't make that side of him commit. Tonight we've survived out of pity and spite. All night we have vied for the black or the white. Yeah. There is no solid black or solid white, I think. I was talking about right and wrong. Sorry. Still choking up. But I want to be like you are the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back and into mine. Something will heal, lost in thought. Something has dawned, something must feel, lest they rot. Something has shone, all of the else will fade away. We ought to leave a light on underneath the moon, sitting in the sight of every eye. I believe in you. Oop, thought that was the end for a minute. Open the window, look out and see me, that sad sulking mess, this human you're being. Tonight I'm arriving alive and alight, tonight all black and the gray and the white, and I want to be like meek is the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back and out through mine, with doubt consigned to drought. Let ardor sprout, 'cause tonight I'm surmising the sum of my parts, a light twined in mind and in soul and in heart. Okay, so we're back to mind, soul, and heart. could thrive, live, combined as one, fuse the moon and sun, change your point of views. Let us variate these hues. Okay, very interesting lyrics. You can spend a lot more time with them, sort of getting into the so poetic aspect or the philosophical aspect of it, but I'm not going to spend too much time here. Yeah, struggling, I think, with the other self or the other parts of self, and trying to be human, trying to be one, trying to pull it together, um, and have the sun and the moon. Tonight, Mika's, where was that line? That sad talking us, this human you're being. We ought to leave a light on underneath the moon, sitting in that sight of every eye. I believe in you. Well, I'm not seeing the line that I thought I read. All right, very good. Excellent lyrics. Let's see if I can understand any of them as we're going through the song, this now that I've seen them. And I could be talking about, taking drastic measures as well, but I think for the most part, looking at bringing things together. All right, let's have a listen to the music now. All right, here we go with Light, Chonny Jash. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Thank you to all those who already have. And also, if you want to support the channel some more, check in the description. There are ways to donate to the channel. Also, there will be a link there to Chonny Jash's channel so that you can support him too. I tried the CC before. It didn't work very well. That's why we went and looked at the lyrics first.
I tried to leave the light on, but the bright sun eclipsed its feeble beams. And sitting in the sight of that which blinds tore me at the seam. Harsh palpitations that tunneled my view.
Very almost suspenseful music coming in there. I'm still struggling to understand his words. I wish they'd tone the music down a bit.
Harsh palpitations that tunneled my view. Eyesight grew warped, distorted and skewed.
An accidental light dumb. Hear the light hum by the lonely sun. Striving to be right, I fight this sordid fight against the other man. Sure I am, but I can't help but transmute the pain to kinetic energy.
You've survived out of pity's light. All night
Nice.
you have fought for your place in the light.
Nice shifting of his voice. Of course, there's a lot of manipulation going on with the voice as well, which I am picking up a lot more now after having read through them. And I guess if you listen over and over, you get a lot more. It's not an entry song though. I think this is the first introduction to Chonny Jash. Um, for the most part, they wouldn't know what's going on. But 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 it's very interesting what they do. I just think the instrumentation maybe could be, or whatever you want to call it, could be a little quieter so that you could hear his voice, or his voice louder, whichever way you want to look at it, but just so that you can pick up more of the lyrics, because lyrics are very important with Chonny, I think. But I do like what they're doing with the sound here, and I think the voice, maybe this does look like light and dark here. You've got look kind of like faces, a dark one and a light one, and then light at top and dark on the bottom, and this are the different tonals in the voice, is that light and dark, and then the light and dark inside of you maybe too, of course.
You've survived out of pity's light. All night
embers boiling under, drowning in the cold. New questions we have pondered, time we've squandered, don't you feel we're old? Please help decipher this life that we lead. For each step that we take, the answer takes three.
Humility is a virtue, pride a sin, or so it has been said. That every time I've hurt you, or at least tried to, you've laughed and smiled instead. Kicked, scorned, and damned by the forces that be. Not ever once did you fall to your knees.
Tonight, we've survived.
Out of being inside.
Our minds, we provide for the black light.
A lot of chaos in the music going on, which is sometimes, I guess, representing the chaos inside. And and also for a little while there, it almost sounded like circus music going on too, didn't it? To me, anyway, that's what it sounded like. Yeah, I think the struggle inside again, the heart, the mind, the soul, or the alternative views, whatever. We're very familiar with that, of course.
Our minds, we provide for the black light. But I want to be like you are the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back at me.
Mine, something will heal. Lost in thought, something has dawned.
Hmm.
Something must feel lost and rot.
Something has shone. Something else will fade away. We ought to leave a light on, leave a light on underneath the moon.
I can hear him.
Sitting in the sight of every eye, I believe in you. Open the window, look out and see me. That sad sulking mess, this human you're being.
Hmm.
Tonight I'm arriving alive and alight. Tonight all the black and the grey and the white.
Hmm.
And I want to be like me, kiss the one light. I want to see your eyes looking back at
Yikes.
sing the sum of my parts. A light torn in minds and in soul and heart. Drive, love combined as one. Fuse the moon and sun. Change your point of view. Variate these hues.
Hmm. Right, so we re-enter the chaos at the end there, but yeah, really interesting, very, very interesting, and I can see how some people would really fall in love with it, particularly once they've read the lyrics and listened to it over and over again. It could be one of those songs, particularly if you were struggling with certain things, emotions and whatnot. This could be something that would mean a lot to you. I have songs like that, but they're from decades ago, uh, and probably most of Chonny Jash's listeners weren't born yet. So, but but I can see how this could be that. Um, yeah, it's a little difficult for me, but now I picked up a lot more of the lyrics after having gone through them. Although at some points I thought those sounded like lyrics I didn't read, so I'm not sure whether they're the exact same. Some of them were the same, but some of them I thought weren't the same, so I don't know. Maybe he did different versions, or maybe I just couldn't hear properly. Anyway, there you go. Light, Chonny Jash, very interesting performer. I have done a number of reactions to him. So if you want to check the playlist for Chonny, obviously feel free to do that, of course, and watch them. And check out some of the other playlists and some of the other artists on the channel as well. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Check in the description. There'll be a link there to Chonny's channel so you can go and support him. Ways to donate to the channel, ways to bump up your request if you want to get it within days rather than weeks or months. But I am adding to the regular list. It's just really, really long, so be patient. It took me a while to get to this one, but yeah, Chonny is, I'm very happy to have him on the channel. And this, I wouldn't put this at the top of my list of his songs, but it's a very interesting one. And sometimes things change over time, right? So sometimes the more you listen to something, it changes. It gets better and better. But I like some of his others more than this one at this point in time. Anyway, in the meantime, it is Ron from RJJ's Reactions. Keep listening, keep having fun, have an amazing day, and bye bye for now.